Have a nice day everyone. This video is about my own tutorial for Cisco Packet Tracer. So watch this guys. So I opened the Cisco Packet Tracer and now we will make a simple network diagram. So to connect it, I will use the first is to put the icons or the devices. The intermediate devices we will use is the router. Just click and drag it here. Next is switch and choose the 2960. Next is we will put the end devices which is the desktop computer. So here and here. So next is we will put the connections or the cable. We will use the copper straight through to connect the end devices and the intermediate devices. So for PC, choose fast Ethernet 0, to switch is fast Ethernet 01. And from these, same as the first. In second switch, we will connect also and fast Ethernet 01 again because it's another switch. So we're done putting the intermediary devices and end devices and the connections between them. So next is to configure the router. We will use the console cable. Just connect it to the PC and choose RS232 and put in router and choose console. So to configure the router, use PC. Go to desktop, terminal, and OK. So if this dialog is shown, always say no. Then enter. So we will start. So we are now in privilege exec mode. So we will make a host name. To make a host name, we should go to global configuration mode. And to go there, we'll use the command configure terminal or config t in short. So we will put host name and building A. And we will put the password, enable secret, then the password we want. So I will use access, then the line console. We will secure the line console. To secure it, just put the command line console 0, then password is connect. Then exit to this mode and we will go back to global configuration mode to secure the line VTY. So we're now in privileged exec mode, so config T to global configuration and put the command line vty015 and password is connect, and put login and make sure that your I forgot to put the login in line console here, so I will make again. So always make sure that you will put login to run it. So we are now in privilege exec mode, so to show the running config, we will use the command show running config just to see if the passwords are saved in running config. So these are the passwords we make, and now we will make to secure or to secure the password, we will encrypt it for security of the passwords and for the networks. So first we will exit it to check if the passwords are running in login. So user access verification, so we will enter the second password we make. So the second password is connect and enable, and the first password is access. So we are now here in privilege exec mode. So now we will go to config C, or the global configuration mode, to encrypt the password. To encrypt the password, just write the command service password encryption and Control C just to go back to the privilege exec mode. So we will show running config to see if the password is encrypted. So now the passwords are already encrypted. Next is we will make a banner. So to make a banner, we will go to the global configuration mode and put banner MOTD space and the banner you want. So we will exit this to check. So this is the banner, and as to log in again, so next is we will write the IP address for the router. So we will go to config T and put interface command, the interface gigabit ethernet 0/0, because gigabit ethernet is what we use in this line, in this connection. So enter and put the IP address 192.168.10.1 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and always put the no shutdown for it to run or to access the ports, the connections. So we will go to the global configuration mode again and put the interface command for the other switch and put its IP address. And its subnet mask. So okay, we're done in configuring the router. So we will copy the running config to startup config or to save these commands in nvrom. So to copy, make sure that you are in privilege exec mode and put the command copy running config startup config, then enter. So to show it, show startup config. Lately we use the show running config, so we save it, so that's why we use the show startup config now, and these are transferred in the startup config. So we will remove this console and put it in other, which is switch, and choose console. So to configure the switch, use the PC again or the desktop, then terminal, and OK. So it is same as on configuring the router, but there are also differences. So first we will make the hostname. For example, is for floor 1, building A, floor 1. So enable secret and this password. Then to secure the line console also. So log in and go back to config T or the global configuration for the security of the line VTY. Then log in. So we will exit it to see if it's running. So now we will put the second password also and enable to access the privilege exec mode. Then password is access. So we are now in privilege exec mode. We will encrypt the password because the password is not yet encrypted. So now, as you can see, the passwords are not yet encrypted. So we will encrypt it. Config T and service password encryption. So now, service password encryption and see if the password are now encrypted. Just press the space bar to see the data. So now, as you can see, the passwords are encrypted. Next is we will make the interface VLAN1 commands for the switch. So we'll make it to global config. Just put the command interface and the fast Ethernet 0/0, because it is what we use here. We will use 101, and interface VLAN 1, and the IP address is 192.168.1.11, and its subnet mask so no shutdown. So as you can see, it has changed state to up the interface VLAN 1. So we will configure also the other connections there for the VLAN 1. Just to repeat and change the fast Ethernet number 02. Then interface VLAN 1 IP address 168.1.12 255.255.255.255.0, and no shutdown. Just repeat the commands and change the IP address. So now we will exit this and we'll go back to the privilege exec mode to copy the commands we use. So copy running config to startup config. Then we will show the startup config. So now it is copying the startup config. So next is we will remove the console here and put here in another switch. So just repeat the action. So now we will put the IP address of the computers. So go to desktop and IP configuration 192.168.1.1. Then just click the tab, and the default gateway is what we put in the router 6.10.1. Just and next is the other computer. Just repeat and change the IP address. And the default gateway is same as the other. So last 0.1.3, then just copy. So next is the desktop computer for the second switch 192.168.2.1. Then its default gateway is 20.1, and the other is same. default gateway is same as the 20.1. So that's all, and we will check the connection using the command prompt, which is the ping command. So let us ping 192.168.1.1. So it is successful because it has 4 replies. Next, the other computer. So I'm sorry, it's incomplete. So it is also connected. Last one. So that's all. They are connected with each other. Let's check if it is connected also here. So ping 192.168.2.1. So it is successful. Then ping 192.168.2.2. So it is also successful, and they have connection with each other. So that's all. We will try to erase the commands we made or the configuration we made. So to erase, I'll connect again the console cable from PC to the router. Then click PC and terminal. Okay. So just start and write the password, and we're now in privilege exec mode. So to erase, just write the command erase dot. So we save that to restart up config, so we will use the erase start up config. So erasing the NVRAM file system will remove all configuration files. Continue, just confirm, and just so initialize the geometry of NVRAM. So an erase of NVRAM is complete. So just reload, use the command reload. So proceed with reload is to reload is to see if there is no, if the erase is completed. So just wait. Okay, we're back at this start, and all the commands we made are erased. So we will also try to erase the configuration in switch. So the password, then erase start of config also, then reload. So there is no configuration at all. It is completely erased. And as you can see, the dots here become red, and it means that there are no configuration in this network. So means no connection. And that's all.
Thank you for watching my tutorial for Cisco Packet Tracer. I hope you enjoy and understand my videos. So, I'm Kisha Lyka Villanueva of IT 2105. Thank you for watching.